Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from Return of the Fan, and I got an article on Bounding into Comics by Spencer Bakuli about the new Halo TV show. So if you're a Halo fan and you happen to come across this channel, you might be interested. I mean, you probably might have even come across this already. But if you're not a Halo fan, even if you're a gaming fan, it's worthwhile having a read of this because this is what could be happening to your favorite gaming franchise or comics book franchise or whatever, because this is the way that woke Hollywood operates. They're not interested in your franchise, they're only interested in how they can use your franchise to promote their woke agenda message. So let's have a read. Halo showrunner Stephen Kane says writing team didn't look at or talk about the game. We talked about the characters and the world. So you're doing a game, are you doing a TV show based on the game? You didn't even play the game. What the F? Let's have a read. The red flags continue to fly for Paramount Plus's upcoming Halo series, as in a recent interview, showrunner Stephen Kane has revealed that despite penning over 265 drafts of the live-action adaptation, he and the writing team did not look at or talk about the original games in any capacity. They didn't play the games, they didn't look at what's in the games, they didn't look at the story of the games, they didn't even talk about the games in any capacity. So why are you doing a Halo TV show? You might as well just do a generic science fiction show then. This is absolutely ridiculous. But it just goes to show they just want the franchise name, they want the built-in fan base, they want to preach to you. The best thing you can do is do not watch their utter garbage. Kane revealed that Halo's writers' room's proud ignorance of Master Chief's original video game outings during a recent interview with Variety, given alongside various members of the production team and promotion of the series' upcoming premiere. Speaking with the trade outlet, he asserted, "We didn't look at the game, we didn't talk about the game, we did talk about the characters in the world, so I never felt limited by it being a game." Well, why are you basing it on a game then? Just do a generic science fiction show and then you can do anything. But we know the reason. You want that built-in fan base because you know if you do something yourself which is completely new, no one's going to watch it because it's going to be utter garbage. Turning to the topic of the Master Chief himself, the showrunner asserted, "He's everybody, right? He's you, he's me, he's a 6-year-old girl, he's a 50-year-old person in a different country. Who plays the game is him." No, it's not. He doesn't become who he plays. Whoever's playing him, they become him. You utter idiotic fool. Right? If you're a 6-year girl, you turn into Master Chief because you're playing him. He doesn't become a 6-year-old girl. Oh man, this guy is so so I don't know what the word I'm gonna so idiotic. We're going to tell a story about a man discovering his own humanity. In so doing, he's invited the audience to discover that guy's humanity too. I don't even know what that means. I mean, to be honest, I haven't played the Halo games. I know about it. I know about the Master Chief and so on. I didn't actually get into the games. I wasn't quite that interested in it. But I would have been really keen to watch a good series based on the game if it was good. But this just looks absolute crap. Looks like dog shit. Recalling that he wrote upwards of 265 drafts of the series' first 9 episodes, of which 10 total comprise Halo's first season, Kane shared his excitement at the chance to put his own stamp on the Bungie created universe. You shouldn't be putting your own stamp on it, you should be putting the original game's stamp on it. Because that's what fans want to go and see, because they're fans of the game. Get it for your fat head. Well, maybe not fat, but get it for your thick head. These are characters that are mentioned once in the book that I was able to give a whole backstory to, and other characters that are already rolled in that I just had to drop in. I have to give credit to Microsoft. You can pitch them something brand new, and unless it really complicates them in terms of canon or values of the show, of course they're going to embrace it. Microsoft is one of the wokest companies out there in the world. They're absolutely woke and left-wing, so they're going to love anything you say. Let's hope it absolutely tanks at the box office. This decision to split the story from the Halo video games was further touched upon by 343 Industries head of Halo Transmedia, Kiki Wolfcool. What a name, Kiki Wolfcool. Oh, I thought that's a gamer name. Was that your real name? Okay. Early on, we were thinking about doing something that could be tied very close with the game. what we were finding was trying to verbatim stay with everything that had come before wasn't serving the medium. Maybe you just weren't good enough to pull it off because you're a bunch of left-wing F-tards. Because left-wing F-tards have no creativity, because all they can do is take something established and destroy it by putting your own narrative into it. It also wasn't serving the creative teams and the need to express a story and build the world through their eyes. No, you should be building the world through the eyes of the fans who played the game. That's what you should be doing, not through the eyes of your creative team who have no creativity at all. Speaking to the series feature, Wolfco also teased that deeply exploring the Spartans' personal life is maybe something that will come in Season 2 or Season 3. God, I hope not. I hope they don't get another 2 seasons, because this looks absolutely dog shit, as I said before. Admitting that he never played the game prior to his joining the series, executive producer and director Otto Bathurst confessed, "I was nervous. How do you take a first-person shooter and expand it? Maybe you play the game first, you dickhead. There's no way I was ever going to grasp the whole thing, so there was a lot of phone a friend. Because you didn't play the game, you idiot. You just had to play the game. Spend some time and do it." They were extraordinary in their acceptance of the fact that they couldn't just try to square peg round hole their 20 years of history. Gaming is a completely different medium. Though not a member of Halo's writing staff, Cortana actress Jen Taylor, set to reprise her role as Master Chief's AI companion in the upcoming series, added that Paramount Plus exclusive would be a new and exciting different kind of beast. Don't call it Halo then, if it's going to be new, exciting and different. If it's going to be different from Halo, don't call it Halo, call it something else. It feels familiar and different at the same time, she noted. I hope people will be excited about that. Do you want it to be exactly the way you've already played it and already seen it? I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how the fans respond to that. Why don't you actually ask them before you made the show? I mean, wouldn't that be something that you'd want to do? Hey, Halo fans, would you like us to do something completely different from the game and explore stories that are completely different from the game? Or would you rather see things which are tied into what actually happened in the game and you want to see that in real life action? Maybe you would have found that out. It's ridiculous that they said, I'm not sure. Surely you could have done some market research first. It wouldn't have been hard. I mean, you could have paid me to do it. I would have found out pretty quickly. Do a Facebook poll. While not explicitly related to the series' ignorance of its origins, another red flag was thrown up when Paramount Plus Chief Programming Officer Tanya Giles revealed that streaming platform plans for the series. This is a swing for a broad audience, she declared. My hope is it expands what Paramount Plus brand can mean. So that's what they're trying to do. They want the base, they want to get the base fan base, thinking that they're going to lock them in because it's Halo, and then they're going to write it to try and appeal to other people, when in fact it's probably not going to appeal to those people either. However, through the Halo's writer room seemed to revel in their refusals to engage with the franchise's source material. The same could not be said of actor Pablo Schreiber, who will star in the series as the regularly helmetless Master Chief. So another woke thing coming out is that apparently Master Chief does not wear his helmet all the time. Now in the game, I'm pretty sure, I could be corrected, that you never see him without his helmet off. Right? Just like in The Mandalorian, you never see a Mandalorian without their helmet on because it's very private to just them. And so I thought it was absolutely ridiculous when they took the Mandalorian's helmet off just because the star wanted to be recognized in the show. That's the only reason why they did it. Right. I quickly realized just how I knew I was to this medium. I spent the first few days of my Halo experience getting killed by grunts. So at least he spent some time playing the game, but he can't write the script or set the tone of the story or the way the story's going. He's just going to repeat what he's been asked to say on screen, right? But at least he attempted to play the games and do something. Sharing his excitement at the world conceived by Budgie, Schreiber marveled the richness and depth of the universe was immediately kind of mind-boggling and incredibly exciting because of what it means as a storyteller, is that there's already been a huge amount of preparation and groundwork. But no, you just chucked it all away. They just chucked it all away because they're not using any of that. It's ridiculous. I'm in the middle of a Halo Infinite campaign right now. I'm having a great time. I'm constantly seeing all the things that are similar to what we're doing. So that's really, really fun. Similar, but not the same. Steven Spielberg produced. Well, there you go. It's Steven Spielberg produced, one of the wokest directors in Hollywood. So of course it's going to go that way. Let's have a read of the comments. Failed before it even started. This just highlights how creatively bankrupted Hollywood is. If these people are so brilliant, then they should be able to create their own original IP to push their narratives instead of riding the coattails of an established property. But we know, Sage of Sane, why they do that, because they know if they do it themselves, no one's going to watch it because it'll be absolute crap. If the showrunners can't respect source material, how can they respect their audience? They don't. They don't respect the audience. That's the thing, right? They don't give a shit about the audience. They don't give a shit about the franchise. They don't give a shit about the source material. The games inform the characters and setting. They actually have more depth than it seems. We wouldn't have any of this content without the games. It would be foolish to dismiss them while they already have. They're essentially admitting they threw out the perfect opportunity to do a strong, silent type protagonist in hard, techno-futuristic military setting and replace it with what's starting to sound like Hunger Games level action romance story. That's a good one. I'm honestly curious about how these pitch meetings go. Hey, I've got a cool idea. Let's do a movie on the Halo game and universe. Cool idea. We'll fund that. What's it about? We never played those games. Don't worry about that. We're not going to use any of the lore or story beyond the character names and place names. We'll be changing the narrative and dynamic and character interaction so you wouldn't even recognize it if you played the games. We'll call it an alternative universe version. Wait, won't the fans of the existing universe not like all the changes? Who cares about the fans of the games? We want the people to never spend time or money on our product. The ones on Twitter and the like complain about everything not being inclusive or diverse. Those are the real fans, even though they don't know the franchise, they don't like what they do know, and they won't spend the time or money on our products so that it fails. These guys are our demographic. Sounds great. What do you need? 100 million to start? That is a great comment. SWF, whoever you are, that was awesome. Let's do a thumbs up on that. I should do a thumbs up on all of them because they're all really good comments. Not exploring the lore and source material, that's Hollywood 2020, 2022. Once again, we have showrunners and writers who are adapting a long-established property, admitting they don't actually respect the established property, and then wonder why the fans of said property push back and don't want to watch their garbage because it destroys the thing that fans used to love. They never learn. And then when it fails because they gender, race swap characters, change the tone and story, de-emphasize the main character, they will just call the fans racist, homophobic, and some nonsense to shift the blame from themselves. That's exactly right. And it goes on, and we get the idea. I don't want to carry on reading too many of those comments, but if you want, you can go to the article and say it. So there you go. It's going to be a trash series. I was kind of interested in watching it, but I'm not going to watch it now. I don't support any woke crap, and if you're not going to use the source material and make it for the fans, then what's the point in watching it? Anyway, if you're a Halo fan, let me know what you think in the comment section. Have you actually seen it? What do you think? Was it actually better than what's being portrayed, or was it actually worse than what's being portrayed? That would be really good to know. Anyway, let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give me a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe as well. That would be very much appreciated. And hopefully I will catch you in the next video.